I just got a friend that's gonna be a hating video. But what's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy King Say So. I'm back for it. Two, make you like it, but you always watch the full video.
DDG's new ball, girl, piece, rebound, whatever you want to call it, steal, touchdown. She's got quite a past, and one of the funniest questions I heard came from this interview clip between her and Speedy Mormon from Complex Magazine. I can't believe I'm saying Complex Magazine. That's how far back we go. Complex Media, the magazine, stopped many years ago. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip first, and I want you to pay attention and see if you catch it.
What has been like the most lucrative for you thus far? Would you say it's like music? Would it be like OnlyFans? Would it be streaming now?
I think OnlyFans was the most lucrative, but I
really?
stopped.
Oh, you
Yeah,
off it
I
now?
stopped OnlyFans probably like the beginning of this year.
Why? If
I
it was
just-
lucrative, you should have kept running
It
it up.
definitely was lucrative, but I felt like I just didn't like going into these bigger meetings and like once they hear the words OnlyFans, they kind of just turn the cheek or like they have a certain perspective about you. Even though my OnlyFans content was very tasteful, it was very artsy. I did it magazine style mostly. Like I was very into making it look art rather than raunchy. So it was like, it benefited me very well, but at the same time, I just am in a different phase in my life. I'm getting older, I have nephews and nieces. I really give a fuck about how they feel about me and what they see.
To me, that shows maturity right there, where you're thinking about your image and how people perceive you. That shows maturity. Like the title DDG girl is trying to change, is trying to delete her past. Like it's like you trying to shame her for doing that, bro. Like I can see if she was on there getting hit. That's a little different. That's a little different. And, hey, even again, look at Tiana Trump. She had a whole boyfriend, and she was literally getting crushed. Like, like multiple dudes at one time. And nobody looks at that. Nobody like, oh my god, like, why would he cuff her? And people are happy that, hey, you found love. Like, people be trying to shame certain people for no reason, in my opinion, bro. No apparent reason. Like, it's a video of the girl. Her name's Samaya. They're trying to make it seem like she's getting ran through or she's looking in a bad light because she's collabing with big collabs with bigger content creators than what she is. That's what you're supposed to do. Like when it comes to music artists they collab with artists that are bigger than them, so therefore they can get seen in front of this person's fan base and they can grow from there. Or you gonna take all you gonna have to do, like most of us, and do it on your own, and you're gonna slowly grow. If you have the access and the ability to collab with people who are bigger than you, that's what you're supposed to do. It shouldn't matter because she's a girl and these are guys. Especially when you don't know what this person is doing behind closed doors. You don't know what this person is doing when the camera goes off. Just because you think this nigga is crushing everything, or he might put out the image that he crushing everything, does not mean the nigga actually is. A lot of times people are portraying an image that they're totally not. Like, I feel like a lot of times with a lot of these videos, they are hating on people, bro. And it's like, people gotta stop. People like how most people say mind your business, but like it's on the internet, so it is what it is. But like trying to judge somebody for something that you don't wholeheartedly know what they're doing is crazy.
About me, and it just kind of like organically just was like, this doesn't feel right.
For sure.
Yeah,
But it takes a very like conscious and mature decision to like walk away from something that was making you the most rich.
Trust me. Trust me, I know. It wasn't that difficult because I have so much faith in God, and I know like he probably didn't want me to be doing that, and now that I'm not doing that, so I'm gonna get something better, which streaming obviously is like, but yeah, it was bittersweet, but it's more so sweet because now I kind of control my own narrative and people don't have to do like weird shit. when it comes to OnlyFans.
For sure.
Yeah.
Did you catch that? There were two things. Number one is, yo, was it the music? I was like, hold on, what? Now, I remember India Love when she
So because you said the most thing, bro, we know that. We know that. Like, what's the name? Mind you, I've never seen none, no post, no screenshot, no nothing. But they said Bad Baby makes 75 million a year off OF. That she's more than likely not making that from music. We all know when it comes to that content, it sells more. We've always known that. Why you think that platform, when they were trying to switch from having girls or people on their platform doing certain things, they were trying to switch to, like, more regular people who are on there, and they realized and look like, hold on, if we cut them off and we stop them from doing this, we're gonna lose. We all know this. Like, again, this is 2025, bruh. Like, if a person wants to go on something and show their body, mind you, it's the difference between showing your body and then you getting crushed or you doing things to yourself. There are three different categories if we're gonna look at it. And which one would you pick? Like, bruh, this man is like me hating.
first blew up, and she was like one of these like fit T girls back in like 2014, 15, and then I think it was Game that was with her. She was like 18, 19 at the time. The Game, the rapper, and then Ian Connor got another girl called India Marie, I think it was, who had like a bunch of tattoos, and he blew that girl up. And I confuse those two all the time. But Speedy is such a polite guy that he asked her about music. He's like, was it the music? Brother, I had to look up the monthly listeners of India Love. I would like you guys to also just guess how much monthly listeners Ruby Rose has, right? Because Ruby Rose is the it girl right now. You could say that. Like, she's not as clouded because she's not doing the whole streaming thing, but she's popping. She was a rapper. She was a double XL freshman, if you didn't know. Maybe Mandela effect for you. She's got 238,000 monthly listeners. She had one big song, like Big Mouth, that did like 20-something million streams. Guess how much India Love has. Keep in mind, Speedy asked her, like, yo, was it the music that was the most profitable? That's the biggest meme I've ever heard. Anybody,
Bro, you're comparing somebody who's putting out music on a consistent basis versus somebody who puts out music probably once in a while. Like, I read again. This I'm sorry, bro. If you see my reaction, bro, I'm sorry, bro. But bro, you're hating, dog. You're hating. You're comparing two different people, bro. You can't compare somebody who's barely posting music, bro, versus somebody who's posting all the time. Like, them are two different people, bro.
that's a big figure in music, the music is the least profitable thing for the most part. Unless you're Russ, then it's the most profitable, or 21 Savage. India Love, drumroll please, has 1,500 monthly listeners. Yes, you heard that correctly. 1,577 to be exact. We're not going to shortchange her on that. She's got a couple of songs from way back. They tried to make her an artist. It failed miserably.
Exactly. She got a couple of songs from way back. The last song I heard, it was her and I think Will I Am, bro. And that was some years ago. Bro. Come on, dog. Like, in order for that monthly listening thing to grow, you gotta be consistent in, like, the songs that you have are gotta be like, the song gotta have longevity, basically. Like, songs that that you can continue to go back to listen to. And plus, everybody don't even know that India did music. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're comparing two different people, bro. It's like comparing Jay-Z to a person who just started 6 months ago. Like, bro, the monthly lists are gonna be completely different. Like, Come on, bro.
They were trying to drop music for her in 2018. Keep in mind, this was the era where they thought they could make anybody an artist. This is when the era when Bad Baby blew up, which just goes to show you can make fun of people as much as you want and call Bad Baby trash, who she absolutely watched that girl Alabama Barker this year. We don't even know what happened to her. But you could call her trash, but they tried to make India Love.
Nah, and then that. Bad Baby, I give it to her. She got some tight songs. Some of the songs are kind of hard. I gotta give her credit. India Love, I don't think she was like, I want to get into music. Let me start melodying. Let me start trying to rap. And then somebody found. No, I think Will I Am came out of nowhere. Like, hey, because that's how she explained it in an interview. She was in the studio. I think Kanye West was like, "Hey, India," or somebody was like, "Hey, India." Come on, bro.
Blow up, and that did not work at all. 1,500 monthly listeners. So he continues on. He's like, "Oh, why didn't you keep doing?" And then she admits with the truth, saying OF was the most profitable thing. He's like, "Oh, why didn't you keep doing that?" Like, yeah, are we encouraging that? Come on now. But anyway, she's like, it's I was trying to do it artsy, and this is every single person or girl that does OF. They all try to make it seem like they're not doing OF as bad as everybody else. So they're like, yeah, I'm just posting what I would post on IG. Like, that's what Ruby Rose says. Or her, she's like, yeah, but I was doing it tastefully. So she.
If you're slow enough to go to a girl's OF to go pay for a bikini picture, who should be more ashamed? The nigga paying, or the person paying, or the person posting the picture? I said the person paying, because you literally just bought a bikini picture when you could have waited since she went to the beach and she was gonna post that in the same picture.
Wasn't just posting what she was posting on IG. I don't think there are any fully nude photos of Bad Baby or Ruby Rose. I think they were just posting what they would post on IG, maybe like even closer to the edge of what would get banned on IG. India Westbrook, India Marie, I think she was bare on there. I think she was bare before she even got on OF. So that's why she's like, oh no, I was doing like kind of artsy. What do you mean artsy? She's just saying I wasn't on the level of those other hosts, because there's levels to this, right? Like you've got what, NBA first team, NBA all defense, NBA MVP, Finals MVP, right? You've got All Stars. You've got rookie.
I get what you're saying. Like basically, like the levels of people doing things on. Yeah, there are many different levels, and for her, yeah, like she already posting like, I forgot how to always say how to say the word, but like them type of pictures on Instagram, like, but they was like photo shoots. It wasn't like her in the mirror picture posted. It wasn't that. It was how she said it was artsy, bruh. It was an actual photo shoot, and then she was just there. But again, like this video, bro, it's a good chat, bro. If India Love walked into you and sat down and said, "You want a chance, or you want to continue with this video?" Come on, bro. Not saying that just because she looks good to me, that means she's everybody's type, but come on, bro.
All that's a rookie of the year. So she's saying like, yo, I'm not balling on LeBron's level. I was barely in the G League. Well, actually, no, she was in the league. Ruby Rose, she's like in the G League. She's like, I'm not fully going in there yet. But you're all professionals. That's the thing. That's what everybody just looks at you. Oh, you do OF. And this is what she talked about. Oh, she quit OF. This is the thing. You don't quit OF. It's like you don't quit escorting. You don't quit doing a bunch of other things. Like, for example, you don't quit being a cuck. Like, if somebody, like, there are a bunch of social media personalities now that have sprung up in the past 10 years that have all admitted to getting cucked and agreeing to it, not just like their girl cheats on them or something. So for these people, you don't get to say, oh, nah, like, I used to be that, I'm not that anymore. No. This is like paperwork. You're, like, for example, you're a felon. You're a felon for life, unless your record gets expunged, all these other things, technicalities, like, come on, well, actually, Poindexter, listen, you guys get my point. It's in that same way. I would say, like, that's kind of the example for a man. No, y'all are cucks for life.
Whoa. This nigga hated. This is a hater. This is what I think. I'm sorry. Again, if you see my video, bro, I'm sorry. But I think you would be in a group how people say incels, not like niggas that be hating on girls because they can't get one. He might have a whole wife. That's the crazy part about it. This nigga might have a whole wife, whole family. That's the crazy part about it. But it's like, bro, it just sound like you're hating, bro. Like to say, like, bro, you're basically trying to compare a girl like Ruby Rose, India, Bad Baby to a girl who's on the blade or who's on OF and again really really getting hit, like getting hit doing things to themselves. Like I've been on Twitter, bruh, and bruh, some of them girls, bruh, that be promoting their stuff, they shoving arms inside of them, like they're doing the most. And bro, the most we've ever, I mean, I've seen some Reddit clips of Indy, but it's always just her, and always on some like still making it model type. I've never seen like India just getting hit, India doing things to herself, and then mostly just be the top part. That's it. You might see some cheek, but you don't see the.
Because if you ever had the mind frame to do something like that, it's so far beyond anyone else. So you're still OF. You're an OF forever. But I think she's talking about opportunities, and I do like that I do like her candor here, and she's saying like, hey, look, this has been holding me back. It's got a stigma, and I'm willing to sacrifice that income to pursue this entertainment thing. And I respect this, what India Love is doing here, more than I respect some thought that, like, for example, one of those chicks that's like, oh, I'm quitting OF because now I'm a Christian, or now I'm a Muslim, or now I found God. At least she's not grifting God. That's the thing. At least right here she's saying like, yeah, I quit that because I want to pursue entertainment and I want to be taken seriously. At least you're saying like you still want the attention, because this is another thing like India Love was getting.
What the? Yeah, this nigga hating, bro. So changing your life for a profit and an image is better than changing your life for a religion and your spirituality. What, bro? That makes no sense.
So much money back then. Like it was disgusting the amount of bags they were handing out. Because you got to think, when she was an IG girl, the way a market works, there weren't many of her back then. So they had to pay sky-high prices for her. Now, there are so many, so the price goes down for everybody. Unless you're like the top dog. But even then, I don't think they're paying as much as they used to pay, because there are so many other options. And the conversions are different. Like, people are more accustomed to things now versus like back then. A lot's changed, but I'm not going to turn this into a whole freaking e-commerce lesson. Oh man, I pay attention to too many things. But a certain individual wasn't too happy with this, who decided to call her out, this guy McQueen, who has collabed with DDG in the past.
A certain perspective about you. Even though my OnlyFans content was very tasteful, it was very artsy, I did it
I had to replay to make sure I heard that right. Did she just say, even though my content was very tasteful on OnlyFans? That's like saying I make healthy food at Burger King, or I make healthy food, even though I'm making healthy food at McDonald's. What? What are we talking? What?
This is not the right person to bring it to the video. I don't even know how to complete the sentence, bro. But to try to, I guess, to have further evidence of what you're trying to say. Like, bro, McQueen literally brought. I don't even want to say it because the girl I actually like, bro. Like, I would love to get some top from her, bro. But like, he really brought a head. He brought a whole head goblin, a head demon on his platform, bro. Like, you can't, again, bro. You're comparing two different types of people. Yes, it's one platform. Yes, we've seen her nude, but it's like it's the way that you do it, bro. Like again, like most fellas, all right. When it comes to a dancer, you don't compare the girl who's getting completely everything all on the ground compared to the girl who's just dancing and she still has her clothes on. She still has a whole bikini. Like, yeah, she's still dancing, but bruh, you don't see nothing. You don't absolutely see nothing, bruh. So it's like y'all trying to compare a girl who y'all seen her chest compared to girls you've been seeing busted spread eagle like all over the neck. Like them are two different people. And this look bad as a man though. It's like you like again trying to delete her past. It's trying to oh it's
That don't even make sense.
this is crazy.
I don't care how tasteful you think it was. You want OnlyFans popping that? What are we talking about? Even though if you're not, I get it, okay? Because I think what she's trying to say is that she wasn't nobody. She probably wasn't spending on no dildos or nothing like that. She probably wouldn't get pile drive by BBCs and all types of crazy. Maybe that's what she means. All right. And she probably was just like posted up with the, you know what I'm saying, probably had the nails done and the tattoos and the eccentric angles to make it look really artsy, All right. Maybe had some money sprayed on her thigh, and just a snapshot picture of that, maybe with a nice backdrop. That's what she's talking about, chat, Maybe that figure, you know how they get the side profile of that figure, all right? And the rump just going, you know what I'm saying? And then she kind of just doing one of these with the silhouette behind her. That's the artsiness she's talking about, Chad. However, you're still naked. All right? You're selling it. You're selling. You're selling. All right? I know what I'm talking about because I've dealt with these artsy before. I see the lies and the delusion they tell themselves.
Nah, see. If you watch this thing of content, he be linking up with girls who are getting like everything that he did describe, they're doing that on their page. That's what they're doing. Like
yeah, I take artsy content. Okay? Yeah, I do it very tasteful, alright? All these are the same. Once you see certain archetypes, so you see it all. You've seen it all right?
I think this guy's got a good point. We tend to think we're a lot more special than we really are, but we fall into certain buckets. Except for me, of course. I'm the most special person that there is in the world, and that's the thought that every single one of us has. That's the irony with this. But yeah, he's right. But I think India Love is just the reason why I think it's so interesting to see what she's doing now is because it's harder than what she was doing before. The reason Ruby Rose doesn't want to rap is not because she sucks at rapping, it's because it's work. You gotta go do these shows, you gotta go from city to city, you gotta go to these studio sessions, you gotta have a lawyer, you gotta handle like clearances, you gotta promote records, you gotta record records, you gotta perform records.
Right. Even T-Pain said he makes more money on gaming than he did ever in music. And that's a great artist.
You got to deal with all of the backlash and comments and feedback that people have of your music to do what? To make significantly less money than she does just posting photos. So India Love is actually choosing to do something more difficult than what she was doing prior. Now, did that OF money dry up? I don't know. That's the thing. A lot of these chicks fall off. Like, the money doesn't hit like it used to, and then they decide to pivot to something. But streaming is one of the hardest things. So the fact that she's streaming and entertaining and having a talk, I don't think that's something Ruby Rose could do. I don't think people would sit there and watch Ruby Rose. And India Love is somebody that's able to sustain a viewership. It's not like, oh, the clips that are going viral are, of course, her dancing with DDG and the storyline between her and DDG. Man, if she ever pops, this is also another problem. They cross-pollinated fan bases. So if she pops out with some other dude, yo, that fan base is going to turn up. And the streaming fan base is not really like the YouTube fan base. But I think here, when the
They ain't gonna get on the new guy head though, for sure, for sure. And she start filming another nigga. Who the hell is this nigga? Like full blown. This is her man type of content. Niggas, the DDG fan base for sure gonna get on her head about that. But as a person who watches content in general and who has watched India Love, she's entertaining. She's funny, and she's naturally pretty. That's why people like her. Like, oh no, bro. It's just like this video was just hating, bro. Like I don't like the double standard that be out here in the world, bro. Like it's dumb, especially when we're grown. I guess like when we're kids, having a double standard, you're young minded. It is what it is. But when you're grown, bro, people just need to stop. You need to mind their business. Like, it's like, what's her name? Lori Harvey. People try to down talk her or look at her a certain way because all the relationships that we've seen her in, we've only seen them because she's in the public light. If she wasn't in the public light, and the people that she's dating wasn't also in the public light, we wouldn't know nothing. And then what? It'd be nothing to say. Like, that's how it's going for India. Oh, she dated this person. She dated this person. You only know this because you're paying attention. You only know this because she's in the limelight and this other person is in the limelight. And then look at the time in between these people. If she dated somebody for 3 or 4 months and then 4 or 5 months later you see her with somebody else, bro, that relationship didn't work out. Just like how we know in our personal life, relationships don't always work out. And you supposed to be, now because you dated this one person 3 months ago, you're not supposed to go date nobody else? I'm like, no, that's dumb.
funniest things was him asking her about the music, but I wonder what these meetings are. Like, is it meetings for reality shows? Because we've got other people on reality shows, and I think she will be the first second generation, not it girl, I don't want to say thought, because that's a little bit too disrespectful. I would say like second generation, she's innovating. Like, for example, DDG, he was the vlog generation, and then he pivoted, and now he pivoted to rapper, and then he pivoted to streamer. So he's managed to capture this new generation of audience that's growing up. I think India Love might be one of the first to do that as a chick that people thirst over. Like, for example, Black China, she had her era, it was cooked, it was done. New young blood, if you want to call it that. They're not looking at Black China like, yo, Black China. They're not looking at Amber Rose like, yo, Amber Rose. They're looking at Ruby Rose and whatever these other chicks are. But with India Love, a lot of these young bucks are looking at it like, yo, India Love. And they were doing the same thing 10 years ago. So this might be the first, like, second generation.
See, that is true. I gotta give you credit on, boy. That last segment, I gotta give you yes. Them other chicks, we do not look at them like how we used to. Ruby Rose, India Love, Lotto, Glorilla, we look at them like, damn. Especially India Love, we always had an eye for India, brother, because she just seemed cool as hell. Fine as hell, like, look, this is no makeup. Come on, bro.
Superstar in this that we've seen, unless there's another one you could name that isn't doing explicit content like getting smashed on camera.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one, bro.